Check, 1, 2. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 2 of the season opener for Southern California Timing Association here at El Mirage Dry Lake Bed. Appreciate all of you showing up this morning. Dusty day 2 after getting blasted out yesterday. We still continue to run. And we're in round number 2 so far. And on the start line, we've got Derek McLeish, we've got Cornfield Customs, and we've got Wayne Yurton on the 200-mile-an-hour line. We're going to have some fun runs here for the first of the morning. Derek's chasing a record that he didn't quite get yesterday. Hopefully he used the restroom and put on his special socks to get the record. Wayne's chasing after his own record. Yesterday, Jeff Stillwell was the fastest vehicle with a 242-mile-an-hour run. Not a record, but it was a run, and he had a heck of a run doing it. Fastest motorcycle was 236. And that is definitely cooking in win. It's funny, Church of Speed guy out there, he brought up a really interesting conversation online. Does El Mirage horsepower actually work? As all the engineers start thinking about that. Does drag matter or does density altitude matter? Which is better? This is true. It's all pressure. I do know this. I'm posing the question to the crowd. Get everyone thinking about it. The rest of the people are saying, shut up, nerd. Here we go. First car online. Car number 1 getting ready to run. He is fired up, buttoned up. Jill's getting ready to give him the go. There you go. Yeah. Gave everyone proper recognition. Pat Womack, bike number 1974. That 236, that's booking. And away we go. Derek McLeish on course now. Engine sounds better than yesterday. Favoring the center almost to the left of the course. Transition to the left. He's gonna go dance with the cones on the left side. Roaring down course. Looking for a class minimum of 135. And that is a J Fuel Modified Sports Team McLeish Spitfire. If you're wondering if he painted his car or not, that's just a different body. He's got a couple different bodies for this car. Decided this year that he wanted to play with that body. Change it up.
Spitfire's a nice body.
It is. I like the tongue on the nose. You look at it's got 2 little eyes and a little lever to lift up the body, and it's a tongue. And Derek is not going to be happy. 121.988. 121.988 for car number 1. Those that want to get points champion are really happy right about now. They have a fighting chance. I know it's early to be talking about points, but Derek is the master when it comes to playing the points game. Yes, he does. All right, next up, Cornfield Customs. Another fun car. Next up, car number 1961. That is a BMGT. He managed to get it down course yesterday without earning a second spin pin. See how he does today. He's running on a class record of 198. That's Mike Wagner of Cornfield Customs. Speed division. It's an awesome shop. If you're not on his Facebook page, you got to check it out. He does a lot of cool stuff at his shop. On course now, favoring the left side of the course. Guess everyone's avoiding the Monster Jam jump on the far end. This is true. Oh, I forgot to push one. I missed the run. 164.946. 164.946 for car number 961. Nice run. Not quite to the 198. But he kept it straight. Roaring onto course now, car number 747, favoring left side of the course out of the 200-mile-an-hour line. Wayne Yurton running on his 206 class record. C2 Restorations, that is a B modified Grand Touring. The Garage Shop. C2 Restorations, saying hello to Aaron Brown out there. 206.684, 206.684 for car number 747. A record's a record. He bumped it by just a few tenths. Take it to impound, sir. Congratulations. That is a new record. Awesome. Probably not what he was looking for, but it's still a good record. And you have a customer. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Check. Check. 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. All right. Next up, car number 627. Utter Delight. Good morning, Judy. I know you're watching. Robert Sykes Jr. behind the controls, running on a class record of 186.046. On course now.
About 4:15.
That is a blown fuel modified roadster with an H engine.
I knew it was time to get going. It was perfect.
Perfect. Good. Thank
All
you.
right. You guys have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
If I don't see, I'll see you later.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Gear Grinders club entry on this. Using a 1992 vintage Mazda 4-cylinder for power. And through the traps at 155.316. 155.316 for car number 627. Nice run. Shout out to Judy this morning. Hope you have a nice warm cup of coffee and you're nice and cozy at home.
Yes. Tell her I said.
And Fred says hi too. Good morning, everyone, for tuning in on LSR Live. It's a little windy again. Not as bad as yesterday. Morning, Alan. Good to see you. Good to see you in person. Appreciate you stopping in yesterday, saying hi. Oh, look at all these cool people chiming in. Florida Mike, good morning, sir. The course did not get moved, guys. The course is the same course as yesterday. It held up, it seems like, which is good because it gives us better options later in the season. On course now, Antelope Racing, David behind the controls, running a class record of 159.256. That is an XO gas roadster. And maybe I should turn this up so you can actually hear me outside. Car number 301 on course now. That is an XO gas roadster with David behind the controls. Class record is 159.256. Let's see what he did in the last round. 301. He didn't run yesterday. This is his first run of the meet. $147.857, 147.857 for car number 301. Gotta remember to push the button. Keep forgetting to switch the camera. Good morning, road crew. Just heads up to everyone out there, if you want to get a little bit of information about your team out, send your driver up or car owner, and we'll put you on the mic and interview you here for the live stream. So we get a chance to hear your story about your car, your motorcycle. Don't be afraid to step up and say hi when you grab your timing slip. All right, next up is going to be car 47 out of the 200-mile-an-hour line. Akin Carlin running on a 203 record. That is a B engine, classic gas altered. I'd like to show up to Cars and Coffee with that car. Just drive up and everyone will be checking that thing out. It's like that other coupe that's got NASCAR tires on it. It looks more like a F1 car than it does anything. Can't remember what car. Yeah, I can't remember what car that was or who built that car, but I see that and I'm like, that's the way to do it. 90-year-old car and it drives like a F1 car. 47's fired up, sounding mean over there. Look, we got a new modified pickup here in the rookie lane. That's cool. Well, now that Keith's not running modified pickup, I think others have a chance of getting records. Yeah. On course now, car number 47, off the line like a bat out of heck, favoring left side of the course. Nice strong dust cloud, nice sounding engine. Running on a class record 203. Well, it is Sunday, I didn't want to use any curse words. Now, I think I've proven that we're not going to get hit by lightning for cursing. Car number 47, early shoot through the traps at 101.013. 101.013 for car 47. Not bad for an early morning cruise. Coffee in one hand, steering wheel in the other. Well, this is California, so maybe a cell phone in the ear, coffee in the other hand, and your knee on the steering wheel. That seems more appropriate. That's a little sensitive subject. We'll not talk about the makeup and the nails. Most of the women are riding motorcycles anyway, so they tuck their ponytails up. They don't wear makeup. No. Speaking of women, you know, Leslie Hoogerhide, she got her 200-mile-an-hour hat yesterday. That's pretty significant. That's a big deal. If you want to follow a little bit of Women of Land Speed Racing, she's another accomplished woman that deserves recognition in the history books. I thought she already did. Weather's cooperating. I don't know if I believe that wind gauge or not. I'm looking at the wind stock up on the trailer, and I think the two are arguing. The weather meter down at the end says 21 miles an hour out of the southwest. Currently at 62 degrees on the lake bed with a DA of 4,000 feet. I don't know, it feels a lot less than 20 miles an hour. Although I see the American flag at the White Goose Bar, and it's flapping around, waving pretty good, so could very well be 20 miles an hour. Yep, Mark made the same conversation. I sent him down to the 8th mile, and he said it was a lot more windy out there than here. So, good part is it keeps the dust off the track. We're not waiting for dust to settle or move away. Across. Yeah, a little more cross today, I think, than yesterday. Pouring on the course now, Jeff Erdman going for a cruise to Cooks, although I think for this era, Cooks didn't exist. Class record is 140.650. Some of you local folks understand the Cooks reference. There's a great old school bar in Trabuco Canyon, Orange County, that everyone goes to. Used to be a pretty infamous hangout back in the 70s and 80s for biker gangs. And now it's more about school principals and bagger bikes. Favoring the right side of the course, Jeff is running on a 100-year-old motorcycle, 1000 cc. Class record is 140. Mr. Racing. And waiting for him to go through the traps. $84.438. $84.438 for bike number 118. Not bad. Good run. On course now, Robert Rutherford running on a class record, class open minimum record of 146. Bike number 248. That is a 1350cc modified motorcycle using a pushrod engine on fuel. Using a 2004 vintage Buell engine on this motorcycle. Through the traps at 77.050, 77.050 for bike number 248. Needs to twist on that throttle a little more. Next up, bike number 1974, 1650cc motorcycle. This is a modified, partially streamlined motorcycle. Blown fuel, currently the fastest bike at the meet. Ran a 236 yesterday. Pat Womack behind the controls. Class record was 232, and he bumped that to 236. Jill gives the okay. Bike number 1974 on course now. Favoring the right side of the course. Bike number 1974 through the traps at 174.105. 174.105 for bike 1974. And people said this racing thing is a straight line and go fast. Lots of horsepower. Ha! Tell me what happened between yesterday and today. Was it an engine tune? Was it missed a shift? On course now, bike number 5647. That is a 50cc motorcycle with John behind the controls. This is the Oregon State crew coming back to come for a run. John Grieven. They came out a couple years ago on a rookie run, set a record. Came out again yesterday and set a record. The class minimum was 64 miles an hour. Thank you. And that's bike 5647. What did they run yesterday? Yesterday they ran 94.344 is what they ran yesterday. So they own this record. Not quite the same speed. 93.336. 93.336 for bike number 5647. They ran a 94 mile an hour speed yesterday. So the question comes up again for the Oregon State crew. Does El Mirage horsepower make a difference? Yesterday you had a 24 mile an hour tailwind, decreasing your drag. This morning you have a little bit better density altitude, producing more horsepower. That should be a fun question. Hey, you can blame Church of Speed for posing that question, by the way. On course now, Bike number 1304, Scott Baxter, running a 250cc modified motorcycle, favoring the right side of the course. Using a pushrod engine blown on gas.
There you are, sir.
Class minimum is 95 miles an hour. Baxter. There we go. Through the traps at 62.148. 62.148 for bike number 1304. Up next, car number 316. That is a blown fuel Lakester running on a class minimum of 250. That's Brett Gailey. Ran a speed of 91.441 yesterday with an early shoot. I think they went back to the drawing board, did some tuning changes. See how they do this time around. Danny Thompson over in the far end, giving a check out on this car. He's in his fire suit. That means Don must not be too far behind with the car. I don't see him in the lineup. I see his truck. Okay, he's back there. Talked to Don a little bit yesterday, and they're going to try again. They're going for that soft record of 219. Engine seemed to be running a bit rich yesterday, so I bet he changed the jets a bit and make that thing run better. Yeah, my knee's shaking again, sorry. Trying to get myself in a rhythm. I saw you looking at me. I'm like, here goes my leg. It's moving. That's when you know my brain is disengaged. My mouth is just rolling. Anything will come out of my mouth at that point. Gailey is an LSR club member. They're using a 8-cylinder Chrysler 451 cubic inch Chrysler engine. And away we go. On course now. Car number 316 through the traps at 169.194. 169.194 for car number 316. Not bad for a test pass. That is a B engine, fuel Lakester. Next up, car number 107 up next. Cool belly tanker, vintage belly tanker. On course now, favoring the center of the course. That is Nicholas behind the controls, running a class record of 175. That is an XF gas Lakester. Yesterday, Nicholas ran a 143.929. Rod Riders Club entry for Nicholas. And they are one of the Swedish crew. Through the traps at 138.948. 138.948 for car number 107. A little slower than yesterday. All right, I gotta get my flow. Coffee with a little flavor of El Mirage dust. Gives it soul. That's it. Car number 107 through the traps at 138.948. In case I missed that. 138.948 for car number 107. Next up, car number 374. Milers Club entry. Nathan Stewart behind the controls. Pipes Stewart Racing. Class minimum is 210 miles an hour. That is an E engine in a blown fuel modified sports. Getting a nice shove off from the push truck. It's using a 1994 vintage 6-cylinder, 3 Toyota. That noise. And that is not the sound of that car going down course. I thought it was. Car number 374 through the traps at 179.929. 179.929 for car number 374. Out of the rookie lane, truck number 239. This is Neil Sutton behind the controls. Fission Speed. That is a D fuel modified mini pickup on his rookie run. I don't know what it is about modified mini pickups. But it's just so cool to see these run. It was a campaign back in the late 90s where they were building chassis for ARCA oval racing using these S10 bodies. Advertising like a $20,000 or $10,000 buy-in, something like that. Inexpensive form of racing.
Yep. They had those and Rangers.
And yeah, the Rangers, that's right. Yeah.
They still run them in a few places.
I think they called them super trucks, right? I don't remember at this
Something
point.
like that.
Yeah.
Marlin's running one right now.
Not to be confused with the Craftsman truck series of the time.
No.
Truck number 239 with a great rookie run of 141.009. 141.009 for truck number 239. And next up, car number 85. Love to see this car come out. Always disappointed when I don't. Amanda behind the controls. Going for her 200-mile-an-hour record. Rod Riders Club entry. Big black Chevrolet under the hood, 8-cylinder. Running on a class record of 206.611. That is a gas classic. Getting a nice shove off from the start line, favoring the left side of the course.
Underway.
Away she goes. Gotta be the coolest mom ever. I bet son looks up at her every day. Mom's a race car driver. Car number 85 through the traps at 191.164. 191.164 for car number 85 with Amanda behind the controls. Double A gas classic. On course now, bike number 3790. Black Art Racing with James Higgins behind the controls. Class record is 191.831. Yesterday he ran 199.452 on a class record of 199.838. So he owned the record yesterday, earned the record yesterday. See how he does in round number 2. So he's running on his own record that he earned yesterday. That's kind of cool. Well, everyone said it was easy to go straight line. 99.684, excuse me, 95.684, 95.684 for bike number 3790. On course now, bike number 7606, Derek McLeish. Let's see if his bike is tuned better than his car. Hit class record is 107.625. Oh, Derek's not driving. He heard me say that.
Yeah, I know you're standing over there. I thought, yeah.
Well, who's driving the bike then? 7606. Let's find out.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm supposed to know these things.
You've got all the info.
Oh, Ralph is behind the controls on this run. All right, here we go. 107.625 is the class record. That is a Yamaha TZ engine.
Oh, he's coming.
Ooh, Derek is going to be happy. 111.696. 111.696 for bike number 7606. It's got to make up for the tune in the car, I bet. Next up, bike number 82, 200-mile-an-hour potential run.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Derek. It's a 1350cc motorcycle. It's a modified, partially streamlined motorcycle with Jim Hoogerhide behind the controls. Go get it, Jim. Class record is 234.796. And away he goes, getting seated in, favoring the right side of the course.
Okay.
82. How did he run yesterday? Yesterday he ran a 205.926 on a 234 record. And that's a Suzuki Hayabusa, a 2006 vintage. 215.986, 215.986 for bike number 82. Not a bad run. Definitely went faster than yesterday. Went the right direction on the tuning. All right, spectators and everyone else looking for SCTA merchandise, the trailer is open. Head on over to the south side of the start line. Grab yourself a shirt, hat, magazine, all sorts of cool stuff supporting Land Speed Racing. Make sure to ask about the Speed Crate. It's a brand new item for our merchandise trailer. Next up, car number 518. Kelsey Griffin behind the controls, sounding really mean in this Roadster. So cool. XF Blown Street Roadster. Class record is 187.143.
You have a good day also. It's hard to have a bad day on the dry lake unless you roll over and catch fire.
If you roll over catch fire, you'll never know. Roaring on the course now. Kelsey. She turned out early yesterday, so hopefully she'll do better. Engine sounds really good this morning. Favoring the center of the course. Griffin Racing. Using a 1946 vintage Ford flathead, 296 cubic inch Ford flathead. Eliminators Club entry. Through the traps at 131.707, 131.707 for car number 518. If you're interested in getting started in land speed racing, $10 gets you going. $10. Pick up a rule book at the merchandise trailer here on the south side of the start line. Figure out what car you want to run. As you can see, there's a plethora of different vehicles out here you can run. You got Uncle Fred's old Ford sitting here on the start line, or you can go really big and go to Don Ferguson's Streamliner over there. Depends on what your budget is and how fast you want to go. How tall do you want to stand on your wallet?
Well, I like to say. Then you find out that all your friends.
I like the fact that someone's keeping the car nice and clean for Danny and Don. It's great for photography.
Yeah, they're not. I don't know whether he's ready to run yet.
No.
It's not completely signed up.
Okay, here we go. Up next, car number 75. All right, they're getting ready to fire up car 75. You tried, Bill.
A little vibration in your ankles.
No, no, you're. All right.
That's the same thing when somebody calls it home.
All right, car 75 is fired up, slowly creeping in on the fuel. Ferguson racing car, they start up on gas and then transition to fuel on that engine. Class record is 219.409. That record was set back in 1999. This is a really soft record. Record below it in E engine is 236, if I remember correctly. And you know Don, he's got plenty of horsepower in his engine, so no reason. As long as the course holds together and he's got the right tune in it, this will be a fast run. Question is, will he beat Stillwell as being the fastest vehicle? That is a consideration on this pass. Yes, yes. All right. And they're about to roll. Visor down, they're rolling. Here we go, on course now, heads up, down course. Danny Thompson. Come on, baby, favoring the right side of the course, grabbing for gears, looking for something better than 219. He got 218 yesterday. Roaring down course. Through the traps. You can't hear it down here. The wind is blowing the noise away from us. Man, Don is going to be swinging at people. 218.941. 218.941. So close to that 219. And you guys said this was easy. And I said earlier, soft record. Well, here you go. Again, 1 mile an hour shy of the class record. There's something to be said about different engine combinations that seem to work better than others. The C engine, as an example, it seems to be a really fast combination. Next up, out of the rookie lane, car number 8804. Says a D gas modified sports. Uh, 8804 on course now, Rod Riders Club entry. It's using a 86 vintage Ford 302 for power with Jess behind the controls. Class record is 189.825. This is his second rookie run. Ran a 78.298 yesterday for his clean rookie run. And early turnout, it looks like, for car number 8804. We're in trouble.
How you doing, bud? Even better. How fast did 518 go? 518.
She went 131.707.
On course now, bike number 1415, 750cc motorcycle. Ian Hartwell behind the controls. Cougar Hyde Hartwell is the entry. Record is 168.985 is the class record. Modified motorcycle on gas.
Motorcycle 1415 through the lights at 159.903. 159.903.
Bike number 1415 through the traps at 159.903. 159.903 for bike number 1415. On course now, car number 102, running on a class record of 135.350. That's a classic photo if you ever saw one. International Scout shoving off Uncle Fred's Ford, found in the North 40 to go racing. Theresa behind the controls, Brew 102. It's an XO production bodied race car. Yesterday it was an early turnout for car number 102. Hopefully he gets a full pass today. They normally run pretty consistent with this production bodied old Ford. It is consistent, runs almost every year out here. 88.429 is the time on car number 102. Not bad. Of course, I have a curiosity. Let's run the International Scout and see what it does. Run it instead of the Ford. Stick the Ford in the back and give it a shove off. Will it go faster?
I don't think so.
And everyone thinks going fast straight line is easy.
42115.
Next up, car number 2115, High Desert Racers Club entry. This is a rookie run. Tommy behind the controls of this car. The Snowbird. This is a cool little car. It's an E-diesel streamliner, known as the Snowbird. It's using a Mercedes diesel engine. Looks like an 80s vintage Mercedes diesel. Oh, someone needs to talk to the rookie push truck driver. Anyone want to give him any lessons? Talk to Mike Mangeli. I bet he's got some good tips for push truck driving. Yeah, Craig can help on that. Oh, yeah. You know, it's interesting. We do spend a lot of time on teaching people how to inspect cars, teach people how to drive, not teach people how to drive the car, but check them out, make sure they're good. We don't do that for push truck drivers. They do. And car number 215 through the traps at 143.066. 143.066 for car number 2115. Nice clean run for the rookie. That's his second run of the weekend. Next up, car number 58. Yesterday they went for a run. It was an early turnout. That is a blown gas Lakester with a, is that a B engine? It might be. You might be right. I didn't quite catch it. It is. It's a G engine. Rod Riders Club entry using a Mazda 4-cylinder engine for speed. Class record is 199.302. Roadrunners Club entry. 173.711, 173.711 for car number 58. Not a bad run for Hayden behind the controls. Next up is bike number 838. Up next, Tim Lewis behind the controls. Vanwell McGavin Racing. It's a modified motorcycle on gas, 2-stroke 125cc engine. Yesterday he ran a 114.819, killing the record of 113. This is his record he's running on, favoring the right side of the course. Tim Lewis is using a Honda 125 RS engine, 1994 vintage. Bike number 838 through the traps at 107.468. 107.468 for bike 838. That brings up the question again, is El Mirage horsepower a real thing? Off the speed, he's off the record by 7 miles an hour. Colder air today compared to yesterday. It's 4,200 feet. Yeah. DA was about the same. Nah, DA was a little less today than yesterday. If I remember right, I think it was closer to 45 at this time of day. Yeah.
I think the max DA we got yesterday was 48.
Out of the rookie lane, bike number 7810 with a proper launch. Massa behind the controls. This is second run for this rookie, bike number 7818.
Motorcycle at 196 miles an hour is the record. Entry name is Katana Project with Massa Tank Drive.
7810. Why did I say that? This is his third run. What am I talking about? He ran. First run was a 135. His second run was a 149. Really consistent for this rookie. He's on his third run. That's cool. 165.280, 165.280 for bike number 7810. I think he kind of broke out of where he was supposed to be. We'll see how that goes with that. He might be okay. Might give him a little bit of a pass on that, I think. We'll see. Not a bad run, either way. Proving that he has control of that bike. All right, next up, heads up down course, car number 7707. Jeff Stillwell, the British Invasion over in the 200-mile-an-hour line. That is an A blown fuel rear modified roadster. Class minimum is 250. Jeff ran 242 yesterday. Yes, yes it is. British Invasion by way of Pomona, huh? All right. I think we'll steal that one maybe. See if two of my brain cells will recall that. Here we go, on course now. Getting a nice shove off from the push truck, favoring the left side of the course. Grabbing for gears, looking for that 250. Oh, he's a little crossed up off the push truck, recovers quite well. Transitions to the right side of the course. Doing good. And he's transitioning back to the left side of the course. Hopefully he's still got enough in it to get to that 250. We'll see. We'll know in just a few seconds. A feeling getting crossed up like that might have slowed him down a bit, and it did. 169.802, 169.802 for car number 7707. Little wacky off the push truck. I guess they can't hear me out there. No? Hey, Chet, can you hear me? Chet Thomas? Okay, good. You can hear me. Good. Thank you. Next up, truck number 2111. Andre behind the controls. Truck number 2111 on course now. White Goose Bar Racing, Andre behind the controls, running on a class record of 164.828. Truck number 2111 through the traps at 133.420. 133.420 for truck number 2111. 30 miles an hour off of the class record for diesel truck. Actually, let's look that up a little bit better here. 2111. I think that record is wrong in the computer.
How are you doing in spot
160 is the class record for G engine diesel truck. They're using a 1.5 liter TDI diesel, 2 liter diesel, excuse me. Next up, car number 3230 off the push truck.
But White Goose Bar is ganging up at once.
Yeah, but was that Carson?
I think Carson's driving it still. I don't think Murphy's in. Thought I saw Red. Well, Red was at the driver's meeting.
3240 is their normal car number. So, well,
Is it right now?
the computer says 3230.
I thought it said 3230 on the side. Maybe it's a different number.
Eye confusion. 191.567 for car number 3230. I wasn't paying attention. I think I was talking too much earlier. I'll have to look at it better. Okay. I need to make the screen transition. I need to have that up top. See, that's the change I need to make, Fred. This screen down here on the bottom, I need to put up on the top. Because what's happening is I keep looking here and I keep thinking, oh, we're good. But we're not. Oh, here comes Keith. Bike number 9804 through the traps at 183.980. 183.980 for bike number 9804. Running on time only. That's Ryan Higginbottom behind the controls on that run. On course now. Car number 2-1, that guy racing. Bill Daly behind the controls, running on a class record of 155. That is a K blown gas Lakester. LSR club entry. Using a Suzuki GSXR engine. $143.350. $143.350 for car number 2-1. A little off on the 155 class record. Just a heads up for everyone, open call for round number 3 to staging. Open call for round 3 to staging. If you're looking for a third run, get into staging now if you can. Your opportunity to get a third run in for round number 3. On course now. Bike number 1130 on course now, running on a record of 191.831. That is a 1350cc modified, partially streamlined motorcycle on gas. With Jack Hayden behind the controls. 1130. His first run of the weekend around a 177. His second run was 140. And he just went 171.130, going the right direction with that speed. 171.130 for bike number 1130, running on a 191 class record. Once again, racers, open call for round number 3. Open call, head to staging. Get to pre-stage. Open call for round number 3. Get your car in line, prepped and in line. Next on course, bike number 2055. Jim Kerr behind the controls. Class record is 143.169. That's a 1350cc modified motorcycle. Push rod engine on fuel, or excuse me, on gas. Class record is 143.169. Bike number 2055 through the traps at 133.489. 133.489 for bike number 2055. Here we go. Car number 7111 out of the rookie lane. Chet Thomas racing with Blaine behind the controls. We got Tim behind the controls on this rookie run. This is a AA blown gas roadster. This is his second run for Tim. Getting a new land speed racer brought up to speed. Pun intended. This is a 32 Ford Roadster sporting a 2024 vintage 602 cubic inch Ford engine. Engine sounding really good on the line. Not sure. What are we waiting on? Crew's getting the car buttoned up and ready to go. Last second checks. Everyone's looking good. Chet's doing last second checks on temps and pressures. Here we go, getting a nice shove off from the rookie lane. Here goes Tim behind the controls of 711. They're rolling. This is the third run for Tim. Second run for Tim, excuse me. Ran a 126 for his first rookie run. And Tim's no stranger to racing. He's got his license at Bonneville. And 176.879. 176.879 for car number 711. I think that might be a little bit of a breakout on that rookie run, isn't it? Yes, we'll see what happens.
Controls, heads up. Still under throttle.
How critical do we want to be? Audio check 1, 2. Audio check. Audio check 1, 2. Blow your ears out. Check, check 1, 2. Check, check 1, 2. There we go. Next up, bike number 7194. Shinya behind the controls. 1350cc motorcycle is an A, which means that it is a modified motorcycle. Vintage engine on gas, favoring the right side of the course. Shinya ran a 1:16 on his first run, ran a 1:19 on his second run. See how he does on his third run. Then again, a 1:45 class record, and using a 1946 vintage Harley-Davidson engine for this run.
Motorcycle 7194, lights
126.406, 126.406 for bike 7194. Next up, car number 686. On course now. On course now, car number 686. Running on a, he ran a 181.756 yesterday. Running on a class record of 133. That means he got the record yesterday. Great job on that. Let's see how he does for his second run of the meet. That is a vintage 4-cylinder gas-modified roadster with Owen behind the controls. All right, we're going to be on a brief course hold here for just a minute. On the south side of the start line is the SCTA merchandise trailer. Go check it out. Ask about the new speed crate. Support your love for land speed racing. Looking to get into racing? $10 gets you into racing. Pick up a rule book for $10. Figure out what class you'd like to run in. Official website for Southern California Timing Association is scta-bni.org. scta-bni.org. Of course, we are live streaming at lsrlive.com. I think this is a perfect opportunity for a restroom break. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. There we go. Bump the volume without increasing the gain, so you don't hear the squirrels nibbling in the trees. And it looks like he was having a little bit of issue this morning with his bike. I never thought you could actually turn that bike that sharply. Pretty good. 3 engines on this beast. 3 750cc Hondas. Beautifully built motorcycle. This motorcycle has seen 186 miles an hour, both at Bonneville and here at El Mirage. It's not a slow bike. All right. Army, our Dima Braun crew sent over their in-car footage from yesterday's record run. That's kind of cool. We'll play that here when we get an opportunity to have a small break. See what Cal's view was of going down course, get that record. If you didn't see the video already, I'll show it here shortly of the in-car, but there's definitely a little bit of pucker factor mid-course where he went over the jump and got the record at 2:30. It's pretty exciting. It would have been cool to see Cal's response at the end of that record. I bet he was really animated after that run. And of course, Pete was here while we were interviewing him in the middle of that run when he got the record. So that was kind of special to have Pete here in the booth while his car was getting the record. All right, here we go. On course now, truck number 4711 on course now. Beautiful looking GMC truck. Class record is 140.914. Mark Isaac behind the controls. Let's see, 4711. Let's see what he did yesterday. 4711. Round 1, he ran a 139. Round 2, he ran 140.858. See how he does in round number 3. Again, the class record's 140.914, so he was within a tenth of a mile an hour on that record. If you're filming, your battery's dead. I don't know if you're filming or not. And Mark Isaac went through the traps at 47.1. Geez, what am I talking about? Truck number 4711, wake up, Tim. Through the traps at 136.372. 136.372 for truck number 4711.
Need another copy? I guess. Let's see what we got.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
It says 143, but it felt like 240.
On the big end, it was a little. All good.
On course now, car number 904. Buzzard Racing with Gerard behind the controls. Class minimum is 140. That is an XF vintage fuel altered. Car number 904. Milers Club entry. Ford flathead.
Tim, you got a copy?
Through the traps at 119.892. 119.892 for car number 904. Yeah, Mark. Next up, bike number 3309. Paul Lewis behind the controls. This is a 650cc motorcycle, modified, blown fuel. Round number 1, he ran a 172. Round number 3, 185. He broke the record in round number 2 at 185.245. Class record was 173. This is now his record. Nice work on that, Paul. 3309. Milers Club entry. Using a turbocharged Kawasaki 2015 vintage engine for power. See, we got an alternate rider on here. Don't know if we're running the alternate or not. I'm sure someone will tell me later. Bike number 3309 through the traps at 168.514. 168.514 for bike number 3309. Yeah, I would too. Car number 1347, the Hunky with Nathaniel behind the controls with his training wheels off. Through the traps at 114.884. 114.884 for car number 1347. If I remember correctly, I think he broke a record yesterday, I thought. 1347. He did. He went 118.628 yesterday. So this is his record. Another one of those cars breeding land speed racers. It's really cool. Of course, you got the fastest man on the lake bed, Pete Prentice, as your mentor.